Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. We're sitting down at the shop thinking about what all I'm going to work on this week. And I'm going to try to do 2 segments a week. One about what's going on in the garden and growing, and the other one's going to be about you know, kind of what's going on in the shop, what I'm working on the farm. There's a lot of projects go on around here, a lot of it you just never see. And you know, I'm just trying to keep the content a little more interesting. I mean, it's just a, you know, a little what am I up to channel anyways. Wintertime rolls around or it starts cooling off, we start restoring this cub. There'll be a video series on that, I guess. And I say restoring it, all I'm really going to do is take it apart and paint it and redo the touch control. And I may do a little how-to thing on the touch control. But, you know, this little cub's in good shape. I'm not going to do a whole lot to it. You know, so anyways, but I'd like to put a little paint on the old tractor. Being that I called the channel Bama Tractor, you'd think I was going to be, I really kind of, when I started, I thought I'm going to buy and fix up some of these old tractors, and, you know, maybe I'd make $1 or $2. So far, that hasn't happened. So far, every tractor I've bought and sold, I spent more money on them than I was ever able to recoup. But I just narrowed it down to this one I like, and I like this little cub. I would love another 140. Know where one's sitting at right now. I want to buy it so bad it's killing me, but what I really need it for, I don't know. You know, less is more in my life. A few years ago, I went through this phase where I was just going to get rid of as much stuff as I could. And I did, got rid of a lot of stuff, got rid of a lot of debt. I got myself in a better position for retirement than I would have been in. Now, I'm gonna say I'm in great position, but you know, I'm piddling around the shop here and enjoying stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna be working on a few projects this week. I guess I may work on the rock crawler some. I want to mount a transmission cooler and a power steering cooler on it. Got it running, you know, the other day I had to work on the propane system. The little old tube that went between the mixer and the vaporizer had deteriorated and had 1,000 holes in it. It was unbelievable how many little pinholes was in that thing. And so anyways, I got that straightened out. My son's motor, we started working on it Saturday, which I thought was kind of hilarious because Monday I decided, well, you know, he wasn't going to do anything for a while. He done bought him another truck. I seen he didn't seem to have a whole lot of interest in fooling with it. And Monday I come in here and I got everything off the bench over there. I got it in I really just stuck the motor back together, you know, just put the heads on them, a few bolts, the intake with a few bolts, all the parts with a handful of bolts. Gonna put it in the shed somewhere and just get it out of the shop because it takes up room. And it's a 40 by 40 shop, so it's 1,600 square foot. And to me, I just like, well, every square foot's important around here. But anyways, and then Wednesday he calls me up and, you know, I want to be over there Saturday and work on that thing. I said, well, come on. So we got it all back apart, started cleaning, and got a lot of parts cleaned up and sprayed back down with WD-40, because if you wash them and you don't spray them, they'll be rusty the next day. They will. They'll rust before you get through with them. Or you get them dried off, they'll start staining up on you. But anyways, me and Buster here, he come in the shop while I was sitting there talking to y'all. Say hello to everybody. I don't think he sees y'all. But anyways, we're gonna try to work on the little planter box. We know we got grass to mow. Gonna try to cut some limbs off the bottom, some trees this week. I'm gonna try to work on the rock crawler a little bit. Maybe. Well, anyways, we're back. Battery died and had to go put it on charge. So I don't know, it's been about an hour or so since I done the first little start of this clip. And since then, we've got out there and scraped the driveway and put the bucket on the tractor and went up there and shoveled a full bucket load of dirt out from under the porch where I'm going to build the planter. And now I've got the trailer hooked on the back of it, and I'm gonna go take some low limbs off. And after that, I'm probably gonna head up the house, get me a little something to eat, and maybe wait till it cools off a little bit this afternoon. It's done up in the 90s, and it's gotten pretty hot out here now. But anyways, I'm gonna try to bring you along what I'm working on. I don't know if you cared to go up and down the driveway on the tractor, but and I got my little old trailer on the back of the Kubota, and I tried to do this with a Cub, but it's just too hard on me getting on and off a Cub so many times. So I switched back over to the Kubota. I can drop that thing down, unhook it, and go and do whatever. Well, let me see if I can get a few limbs down and just clean up a few spots. I just keep jumping from project to project, and every once in a while I'll actually get something accomplished. All right, right back at you in a little bit. All right, right here is where I'm gonna build this little planter box between this post and this one over here. And I'm working on bringing this, getting so much as this dirt out from under my porch as I can. When I bought this place, the dirt came from the porch and it went uphill. Right here about where I'm standing, it was probably 2 foot higher. And I brought it down with my backhoe and rolled it off there and probably added an extra 5 feet or so to the front yard, which it drops off into a little old holler down there. But I probably added 5 or 10 feet or so to it. And so anyway, that's kind of what the little planter thing. It's nothing real complicated. It's just gonna build a little old box out of some treated wood and put some flowers in it. And I don't know, try to do some different things around here. I tell you what, the sun is working on stuff out here today. I was looking at my squash and the okra, and boy, my leaves is just hanging down like that sun is just beaming down on their backs, and I thought I feel the same way. So I'm gonna go on up here and get me a bite to eat and maybe relax on my front porch a little bit. Need to fill my bird feeders up too. They ran out the other day. All right, just touching base. Let's pick some squash. Should have picked it yesterday evening, but we're picking it today. Beans is about ready. I'm seeing some little short okra pods. It's all here. Added to my brush pile. Got a lot of these limbs off, these low hanging limbs off some of these trees where like I said, my rops on my skag don't drag on these limbs. Yeah, it's a lot like work. Like I said, I'm gonna shovel this bucket full and I'm gonna dump it. Got a little spot over in the corner of the yard I'm putting it. And then I'm gonna go on to something different and try to do this every day for the next few days until I get this dirt mostly out from under it. Wished I could figure out a way to get back in there. You know, there's some of it I can get, but I can't get it all. All right, let's dig some more. Well, there's one bucket full. I got another one left in me. I don't know. We'll just have to see in a few minutes. I could get over here where it's a little more shady, shove a little longer. All right, that's bucket load number 2. Let's go pick a few blueberries. There's no Buster over there keeping an eye on everything. Look at these things. Look like clusters of grapes. We just keep picking and picking and picking. And they just keep producing and producing. Here's one. We ain't got a blueberry hardly off of it yet, but it's slap full. I don't know where it's going to produce or what, but I'm telling you what, plenty of them. Hi, good morning. Here we are, June 12th. Down to the garden. Me and old Buster Clyde. He keep an eye on everything. So I tell you what, been a heck of a week. We sure filled our freezers full. We have we've got more blueberries we know what to do with, more squash and more cucumbers. And the next thing's gonna hit us is these pole beans. And this little old jungle right here is, I don't know, I'm trying to figure just how to approach this. I'm gonna take my old pruning shears, I'm gonna cut some of these side leaves off. Thought about cutting the tops off too, because I don't really care that the corn produces. What I care is that the stalks are there for the beans. But anyways, that's my idea for this morning. I don't know, maybe next year I ought to trellis it. You know, I did, corn I planted on last year was the field corn, and it grew a lot taller. So it really worked out better for the beans, planting it on taller stalks. I don't know, we'll just have to see how it goes. I got a feeling we're gonna have more beans and we know what to do with it. Sure has been a good growing season right here. I'm gonna piddle this a little while, and then we'll get there and shovel some more dirt off from on that porch. Just kind of take it a little bit at a time. Got all the grass mowed yesterday. Boy, everything looks pretty up here, looks good. So it's, hey, just keep working. All right, y'all don't get stung. I dug up a nest. Look at them things. I'll get back. I had them really buzzing a while ago. They're not super aggressive because they didn't come after me. But I got away from them when I seen them too. But in the fall, all them things should chase you across the yard. All right, that's one more bucket for the week. And the first bucket for my Wednesday. Got 2 on Tuesday. I'm gonna try to get another, but the sun's starting to come on overhead. Let's dump this. Bucket number 2 for Wednesday. this area is looking like. Get in there and see what them wasps are doing. Morning, everybody. It's Saturday, June 15th. Gonna try to wind this video up here. It's been an interesting week. Just shot multiple segments trying to kind of keep you in the loop of what all I'm doing around the farm during the week. Tremendous week for us picking okra and blueberries and cucumbers. And then Friday ended up picking about a 2.5 gallon bucket of green beans. You can see that in the last picture. And then we got near 5 gallon bucket of cucumbers in there, and another 2 or 3 gallons of squash that really haven't decided what to do. Really, we'd love to just give the squash away for right now because we got enough in the freezer. Wife had a co-worker come over here yesterday, and we picked, I don't know, 4 or 5 gallons of blueberries for her to take home, and there's still more blueberries down there than we can deal with. We're gonna try to put some more jelly up. We did do some jelly. It was just kind of it was a recipe we got from Wanda Deep South, and yeah, it's okay. It's, you know, even when she was making, she said, well, it's either gonna be jelly or syrup. I'd say it's more like syrup, but we're gonna do some Morrison Sure Gel and try to put, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 quarts of that in the freezer. Not the freezer, but the refrigerator. And go from there. You seen the porch deal, and that was 4 buckets of dirt dug out from under his porch. I'm gonna try to get at least another couple. I'm gonna end up taking the steps off the porch. The front steps was just some temporary steps that actually came with our camper. I stuck them up there and was going to take the side steps off, just never ended up doing it. I actually put the front ones up there in that little rail because of my knee replacement back in December. I needed a handrail, and I just throwed that up there to get me by. But I'll use these little steps till I get everything like I want it around here anyways, get this planter built and as much dirt out from under it. But anyways, I'm gonna kind of wind this little video up right here. It's, you know, it's been a pretty good job trying to shoot 20-30 videos. Some of them you don't use. Most of them you've got to edit. You know, some off the beginning or the end or both. And just putting together little 20-second clips of what I'm doing. And anyways, it's been a challenge. It's the first time I've done this, and maybe I'll get a little better with it. And we'll just go from there. And we'll catch you on the next, and we'll do our garden update Monday, and we'll do the same thing. We're gonna start our week over and just, you know, like I said, 2 segments. One of them's gonna be a garden update, and then the other is just gonna be what's going on the farm during the week. And then there may be special projects along the way. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this video. It'll be one you skip through and kind of just see what I've done and go on about your business. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you will.